2, 1. Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be reacting to Feminist questions Muslim. Now, women's rights is a big thing in Islam, and a lot of people tend to question it. So I'm hoping to get from this video the actual truth behind it. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Arabic. So if there's a group of men and women, it's hum.
Yeah.
If there's a group of females, it's hunna.
Uh-huh.
If there's a group of majority females, it's hunna. It's like, you know, they. Yeah?
And there's a group of only men.
Only men, there is no, that's the thing. You could argue that there is no specific, like here, hum is men and women. And it's only men as well. Whereas you have two pronouns that can be...
It's the same as Spanish.
No, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Spanish speaker.
It's the same as Spanish.
Yeah. So you can't really argue this. Let me say why, right?
Why not?
Because let me give you one verse in the Quran, yeah? It says in Surah Al-Ahzab chapter 33 of the Quran, مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ رِجَالٍ. From, and the word here is mu'mineen, the believers. The believers are men. From the believers are men.
Mankind.
Yeah, now, mu'minina is in the hum form. Hum refers to both men and women. This is the proof of it, yeah? And here is extrapolating the mena of the group of men and women. Do you get it? The point is, you could argue that hum refers to either all men and or men and women, whereas hunna refers to only all women. So there are two two pronouns.
You don't have a word.
But there are two pronouns in Arabic that refer to women and only one that refer to men.
No, but that's because the word for men is all inclusive. There's no. It's the same way in Spanish. It's that the men.
So what?
If there's one man, the group is considered all men. That's the point.
No, that's not how it's in Arabic. Say, for example, if you've got.
Is she trying to teach him Arabic?
If you've got a majority woman and you have one man, then really this is a group of females. Majority is females.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So if you have a group of people and there were 100 women there and there's one man,
Yes.
which pronoun do you use? The
If
one
there's
for
100
men and women.
If there was 100, no, you'd use the one for females.
Okay.
Because it would confuse the people. You would say hunna because it's majority females and it would confuse people. Yeah, because it's 100 women, it's a lot. Anyways, going back to what we were talking about.
We got sidetracked down to language.
Yes. By the way, there's some interesting...
I was much more comfortable with the philosophy argument.
Yeah. Going back... No, but it's good. Do you know something else interestingly, yeah?
Hey!
You can use...
Hey! Little man, get out the way. He's blocking the lady. I'm trying... Don't meow at me, cat. You're not... No. Sorry, my cat wants more food. He eats like 10 times a day.
You can use something...
I can or we can?
No, in Arabic.
Pronouns are very important, don't you think?
Why do you think they're important?
Because when you're speaking to me and you say you can do this and you can do that, it feels accusatory in a way. And it's something that we can all do. And I feel like you're speaking to the crowd, not just to me.
But I'm talking to you. Yeah, but do you get what I'm saying, yeah?
Sure.
All right. So, in a nutshell, the reasons, I can't tell you all the reasons. For example, the hijab is mentioned in the Quran, why the hijab is prescribed.
I thought it wasn't.
No, the hijab, that particular, it says فَلَا يُؤْذَيْنَ. So the reason why, one of the reasons behind it is so that women don't get exploited by men.
But
One of the
why
reasons behind
wouldn't we
it.
focus on the men exploiting?
We are as well, because there's a whole injunction for men to lower their gaze. And so there's another injunction for women to protect themselves, in a sense.
But if men are lowering their gaze, then why would women have to?
They're not. That's the problem. We're not lowering our gaze.
And why is it that like women wouldn't be attracted to men and look at men in a sexual way the same
Well,
way?
that's the thing. We go back to our biology, psychology, and physiology. We're saying that we're different. Men and women are fundamentally. Pardon?
I have a libido.
Yes, but it's not the same.
Libido.
It's not the same as the man's libido. Whatever you want to do, it's not going to be the same.
That's a very general statement.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
This is guys. This is hurting my head.
It's less or more. I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying it's. You're going red, my friend. Listen, I'm not saying it's less or more. Yeah, I'm not saying it's more intense or less intense. I'm just saying it's different. Would you agree with that? Most studies that I've looked at,
I don't believe in just two genders.
Well, look, most studies that I've looked at have shown that men have more of an instant impulse, whereas women are more slow burners, if you like. So
I think that has to do more with some socialization that's happening, especially today.
No, I don't think so. I think generally speaking, you know, women are more slow burners when it comes to sexual activity, whereas men are more instantly activated.
I think we want to say that, and that's why we don't have a positive word to discuss women who like to have sex with multiple partners or lots of sex with one partner.
We have that. We have those words.
What is that word?
Yes, we do.
In your religion,
Polygamy.
It's in your creed, you can't change it.
No.
Yeah,
Polygamy.
it's not for a man. Polygyny is for a man.
No.
Yes, yes. Polygyny is for a man, right? Yes, yes. Get the dictionary. Polygamy is for men and women, both of them.
Yeah, I'm talking more about polyamory.
Yeah, that polyandry as well. That's for women specifically.
No. Polyandry is for women to have multiple husbands.
Yes, yes. So there is a word.
Polyamory.
What's that?
Polyamory is literally polyamory, the love for more than one person.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Sounds good.
So no, but so we do have the word there. What's the problem?
No, I'm not talking about the concept of being able to do that. I'm saying, what do you call
We don't have the word, but we have this word that is the word. So we have the word.
a woman in the most positive way possible who enjoys having sex a lot?
Why is that positive?
Why?
There's only one word, and it's a terrible word.
Yeah.
No,
Why-
no, no, no. By the way,
Why would that be positive? That doesn't. Okay.
Likes to have lots of sex.
That's going to be a positive word.
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with
There
that.
is a
No, look. Let me tell you something.
Wait,
Islamically,
but you didn't tell me.
I don't know. In English,
Yeah, in English.
I don't know.
I don't know if you have
Usually
those
it's
words
negative.
in
Smiling,
Arabic.
he's smiling. I think he knows.
No, look, I'm not
joking.
disagreeing with you
I'm
on this.
teasing.
Sure.
This is a point of agreement. I think this is not a point of disagreement. I agree that when women do it and whatever men do, that's the point of agreement. It's not disagreement. What I'm gonna say to you is that, generally speaking, things like polygamy, the hijab, all of those things are in a sentence explained by the fact that there are differences.
He's going to say it's your genetics, basically. That's it.
But there are differences, but like, so what?
Okay.
Why would that?
That's exactly.
why-
What do you mean, so what? You're asking why. Why? And he gives you an answer and you say, so what? That doesn't. Guys, this hurts my head. I don't understand the thought process of some people.
The argument of the feminists.
Why would
Let's
you
continue.
relegate a woman to have to cover her entire body?
Let me ask
or
you then.
cover her
Good,
face?
good.
Why?
Let me ask you a question. Why are
It's
we?
the same argument that people give for
That's
women who
that's
like,
a very
what were you wearing?
no.
That
That's
bullshit,
very
you know?
good. Yeah. Now we're going somewhere. So you're saying there are differences, but we should disregard the differences.
Not disregard them, but
So what should we do? What should we do with the differences? How should we
again,
account them?
it's the same way that I think that what a woman wears in the street should not determine whether she's rapeable or not. We should be, or
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it.
Wow.
Meet Base
I
44.
don't want to meet you either.
my father wanted to keep me in the house when I was young because he was so afraid that I would be assaulted. And
Yeah,
instead, he should have been out on the streets talking to the young men
No, but
who might want
Sorry,
who might want to assault me. He should be speaking to those men. The men should be speaking to other men. It shouldn't be about keeping women in the house and keeping them covered while they walk.
No problem.
Okay, let me explain why that's stupid. In a perfect world, that would work. We don't live in a perfect world. On the news, you see it all over the place that, hey, killing someone is bad, raping someone is bad, doing all this stuff is bad. Everyone knows it, but they still do it. So talking to someone isn't going to stop someone from doing something that they intend to do.
I'm asking a simple
you
question.
listening to me?
Yeah, I got that. I got that argument. I understand it. What I'm asking you is, we agree that there are differences. There are two ways we're dealing with this.
Yeah, but I
We
think
can
we
either-
disagree about those differences.
We either accept those differences and account for them, or disregard those differences. What should we do?
Well, there's a mid-ground. I don't think you...
Hey, he's not talking to you, buddy. He's not talking to you. Be quiet. I want to listen to what she has to say.
The middle ground. Tell me what the middle ground is.
I don't know. I just feel like if we're smart enough to be able to develop books and laws that are gonna dictate how we live our lives, we can develop something that doesn't say that women have to behave a certain way in order to stop themselves from being raped.
But Christina,
Right to freedom of expression.
But Christina, you see the question I'm asking you is very profound. And you know, it's actually the building. Look, I want you to understand something, right? We can't build castles on thin air, okay? Arguments are
We
like,
can build them on sand, though.
right, yeah, no, it'll be weak foundations.
I'm from the beach, though, but I've
Okay.
seen castles built on sand.
No, what I'm saying, maybe they're sand castles. What I'm talking about here is, yeah, if we want to have a coherent,
What was even the point of saying that? There was no point in that.
logical understanding of why we're doing certain things, we have to actually have a foundation which is quite solid and firm. So here, as we can see here, we've identified that there are differences between men and women. Now we've seen that there are two ways of dealing with those things. In a nutshell, you can either account for those differences or disregard those differences. Now I'm asking you, what should we do?
Well, the thing
And
is,
why? And why as well?
Because I don't agree that it's about differences. What I believe is that men have an ego problem,
Okay.
and they have a jealousy problem, and they view women as
Why is that a problem?
And they view women as their property.
So she said it's not about differences. Then goes and lists differences. Oh, it's not about differences between male and female, but males have these differences. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, maybe
So, not only do they not want to see, I think it's just about them not wanting to have their property violated by another man.
Okay,
That's what I think.
that stuff I agree with,
It
no
has
problem.
nothing to do with protecting women.
Me and you agree with the same thing. All right, no problem. We will agree with that.
You agree?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
We have
men
that
an
issues.
ego
Yes,
problem,
yes.
and they walk
Definitely.
around doing
100%.
dick
saying
competition.
He's
Yes.
definitely saying something differently to you.
Yeah, I'm
He's talking about genetic differences as well, and you can't exclude that.
what I'm saying is, what should we do with biological, psychological, and physiological differences? Should we take them into consideration, or should we disregard them?
No, we should take them into consideration.
Okay,
but that doesn't
perfect.
mean that
How?
women
How?
would
How?
have to dress in a particular way.
why are you
because
dictating that?
men can't control themselves.
So how do we dictate?
We
I
don't.
don't
we
know
should
if
do?
anyone should dictate. I'm an anarchist. Like, I don't even like that label either. Like, I don't want
Yeah,
anybody
but you want total
dictating
freedom of
anything.
action.
You don't like the label you just gave yourself?
You want to wear what you want, don't you? Do you want a man to dictate what you wear?
The thing is, I
Yes
have
or
to
no?
change the way that I dress because I don't want that kind of attention, and I don't want to live in a world where I have to wear a hijab or a burqa or
No
sweatpants
problem, no problem. I'm
to
not telling you to
avoid-
do that, by the
to
way.
avoid harassment by men.
No problem. But you live in a world. Let me put it in a very straightforward parable for you, right? We live in a world.
Flashbacks. Oh shit. Okay.
He got attacked, right, last Sunday.
I got to take last Sunday.
Oh, that was just last Sunday.
Okay,
I
perfect.
missed it, but
He provoked that attack. We're going to go in there.
With
He
this.
said he was going to apologise.
I provoked it with this.
you were wearing this.
Got his
No, I
bloody
put it on
gum
when
shirt.
I saw that they all want to attack me.
It's his
Why did they
fault.
want to attack you?
I'll come to that after. We'll talk about it afterwards, yeah? Let's go back to our discussion. The point. Listen.
Go on.
Hey, stop talking, little guy, huh? I'm trying to listen. He keeps interrupting.
Go back to our discussion.
God.
Our discussion is.
But wait, but you agreed with me that
What?
the reason that we feel like women are supposed to be treated a certain ways because men can't control their egos and their jealousy, and they feel that women are their property.
Do you know what? Okay.
But he's saying it's genetic.
Right. There's a presupposition in what you're.
I'm gonna jump through this screen if this guy doesn't let him answer the question that she's asking him. I don't know who this guy is. You guys probably do, because it seems like he's here often. If they... Whatever. But tell him to stop. Please.
Men
That's what he's saying.
feel jealous.
All those
No,
things.
look.
possessive.
There's a presupposition in what you're saying,
Which is
which is that you define them as problems. You could define them as either.
street harassment is a problem.
Just 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes.
Don't worry, I gotta go too.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Let me finish this. A presupposition is the
He's
way.
the political wing over there.
But you see.
Stop!
Yeah. Look, listen for a second. There's a presupposition, and it's the same one that de Beauvoir uses. Yeah. She in her chapter of biology, she talks about how men are possessive and these things.
Simone de Beauvoir, aren't you?
Yeah, no. 'Cause
Guys, I'm going to actually lose my mind. I am here trying to listen and learn about, all this stuff going on. But this guy over here won't be quiet. I have hair sticking up. I need to get a haircut. I haven't got a haircut in a little bit. I might just shave my head completely. You guys think I should shave it? Shave it all off? Anyways, this guy, right underneath my face, needs to stop. He said 2 minutes. He said he'll be done in 2 minutes, and he's interrupted for 30 seconds of those 2 minutes.
she's mainstream, so I like to. I'm
You
not
don't
gonna.
talk about Sarch much, though, do you?
But read some
I know,
black
Sartre is-
feminists,
Pretty
some
anti-ism.
womanists.
I
Like,
have,
they
I have.
do have a
I
different
have read some black
For who?
feminists, like Ngoni, what's her name? Ngoza, whatever her name is. She
Yeah.
wrote some little books.
Yeah,
it's
but
why-
she writes fiction. I'm talking. Oh
No,
no,
no, no,
why
she doesn't.
everyone should be a
She wrote
feminist.
the
Why everyone
feminist.
should
Can we get back on track, people?
Anyways, look, going back.
She's very mainstream too. Like,
Okay, I've looked at her stuff. She's more.
Okay,
I would say
whatever.
She's more fair, yeah.
Back on track.
Here's the secret
Oh
to
my
getting better
God.
ChatGPT
You guys
results.
took so long, an ad popped up.
Ventrilo is a Chrome extension that helps you write
No, not yet.
Audre Lorde.
Who?
Audre Lorde.
I've come across some of her stuff, but I haven't read her books yet. But I'll put it in my reading list. Look, yeah. What I was gonna say is that look,
Converting you.
the
I think
point.
you're giving Darwin.
Listen.
Feminist Darwin.
No,
Stop!
reading.
He's not.
To reading, not to
Well,
conversion.
reading.
Yeah, it's
No,
not
there's a
reading.
lot of reading
Yeah, yeah.
besides his one book. I know people who are just like, that's my book, all I need. But
Yeah.
you're not that person.
Yeah, all right. Oh, thank you for that.
I think he
So I was saying to you, look,
We'll come to that.
the
another day.
presupposition is how.
He doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. It's so annoying. Guys, if people are talking, two people having a conversation, let them have their conversation. Okay? Just let them have their conversation. Stop jumping in, adding stuff that then makes people go on to a different topic, so they keep having to reverse just to get back on the topic. They just stop talking. Let them talk.
Is, yeah, should be disregarded, or should be seen as negative, or should be, or is the problem of men. Okay, so it's a problem for us.
It's really the problem of women. It's men.
So now, but how do we solve this problem? We've got men, let's say, that are, have certain traits that are differentiated from women. That we want to do this and we want to do that. We're more polygamous with this or that.
intellectual beings,
We're more
so-
aggressive. 99.9% of people in prison are men. Whatever, yeah, all of those
Yeah,
things.
but that's
But
a
he
system
wants
that puts men
doctrine.
in
So,
jail.
what do we do with that?
Unironically, I'm also interrupting technically by pausing, but it's a difference because I'm not there interrupting the conversation. We haven't been able to get, like, to the point. It's been 12 minutes.
How do we prescribe? What do we?
would not agree with that
What,
at all.
what I'm saying is, what is the solution? What is your solution for it? Have you got a solution for it?
Education.
For how
Education.
men
Stop!
wouldn't assault women.
Education, right?
Stop!
Like-
Education has to be that. To teach children.
Who is this guy?
For men to
Okay,
be treated with respect.
let's
That
say
is the answer.
education is a good thing, and
It's
we
a
agree with it.
definite-
What kind
No
of
problem.
education?
Yeah.
No, let's do education.
I mean-
But what I'm saying is this: if you're saying that women will be exploited by men, and let's be,
are.
yeah, no, sexually this is
You're not going to
whatever.
eradicate all of it.
No problem. Shouldn't women take precautions?
Yeah, but precautions doesn't mean that we should stay home.
I'm not saying
and
that.
Dress in a
I'm not. No,
specific
but I'm
way.
saying. What I am saying is this: what precautions have proved to be more successful?
I don't think wearing those clothes has been very successful.
No, but let me ask you a
I
question.
go out in the street with baggy
No, no, no.
jeans and whatever, and like
No,
it
no,
doesn't
no, no,
fucking
no.
matter.
But let me once again, right? Precautions which prevent.
And as I said, with education, and you're saying education, I'm
It's
talking
100%
about.
Okay.
I'm talking.
So,
like, we're
would you- do you
intellectual
agree-
beings.
do you
Don't
agree,
You think men can
Christi-
say, you know, inherently,
Yeah.
biologically,
Yeah.
I really just want to ravage a woman
can
when
I-
I see her.
I wanna
But you
interject
know what?
something
I
here.
won't do that
No, I
because
understand,
it's
understand.
wrong.
No,
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Let's. We can't assume everyone is an intellectual. One, because this guy keeps interrupting. Two, look at someone like Jeffrey Dahmer. You think he was an intellectual being? Or Ed Gein, which I just watched that on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of weird. But you think, like, you can't just assume everyone's an intellectual being, right? You can never assume, like, maybe this is just me, right? It's not, but maybe it is. I don't expect anyone to act a certain way, or I don't expect them to be, like, great, right? I don't expect too much of people, because if I do, then something like that could happen. Like, anything could happen, right? You just don't assume someone's going to act a certain way.
this is your freedom of speech to be who you are as a man biologically, but actually you cannot infringe
a
upon
couple
my
of-
rights to
a
be a
couple of
woman.
Muslims
Yeah,
have
I'm-
And
actually
we're
asked me.
different.
Yeah, I get it. But sorry,
A
just
couple
one
of Muslims
point.
have actually asked
Stop
me,
talking!
If I'm not religious, if I have no morals, I'm an atheist, why don't I rape? It's a very interesting
Really?
thing. Yeah, they ask me that. As if I
Okay.
have no innate morality, which I do.
If you do, you got to ask where it came from. All right. So if that's
Evolution, my friend. But
No.
we'll have that discussion
no,
another
no,
time.
evolution. That's a different case. All right. So in a
You gotta
nutshell, in a one word, we would say that one measure which forces men not to look at women
No.
is
it doesn't force
no.
them.
Hold on. It does. A certain. If we're saying that you don't want men to look at you as commodities or objectify you, right? One measure that forces that is privatization of the ornaments of women. It forces that. You can't feast on or exploit that which you can't see.
I saw women
You see what I'm saying?
wearing jalabas that really like
Yeah, I agree.
showed
That's
their
wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
beautiful
Yeah, a lot of
curves.
Muslims don't like that.
Anyways,
I don't know.
okay, sorry.
Mohammed, pleasure.
I don't.
Is it over? It's over because of this guy. This guy right here. This guy. I'm tracing his nose. I know I'm not the nicest person, but well, guys, if you guys like this video, I didn't like this video at all. I got very upset because he wasn't able to say what he was trying to say. He couldn't prove his point because this guy, he literally could not prove his point because of him. He just kept talking. I don't get it. So I guess if you guys want to see more stuff like this, let me know down in the comments below and tell me what you want me to see, and I'll do it. I don't do anything during the day anyways, so like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Assalamu alaikum. I love you. Goodbye.